Well, hi there. My name's Anne-Marie McCormack, and I'm the broker and the owner of McCormack Realty and Renters Choice Homes here in Kissimmee, Florida. And today is the 5th of August 2020. And I've had several messages about asking about the current climate and what people should do. And this is particularly for people who own vacation homes in Central Florida. Sadly, this current pandemic has got no signs of going away. So, what does that mean to you as a vacation rental homeowner? Well, it means that you're not getting any bookings. It means that regardless of whether somebody's renting your home, you're still having to pay the electric, the cable, the phone, the water. You're going to have to pay for somebody to go in and do touch up cleans. You're going to have to pay for the grass, the pool. If you have a pool, you're going to have to pay your homeowners association fees, your property tax fees, your mortgages. All this money adds up and up and up and up and up. And unless you're very rich and you can keep affording to throw money at things, then maybe it's time to do something different. Do you still like to go to Florida? Do the kids like to come to Florida with you? Is this something you want to do every year or 3 or 4 times a year? Or are you semi retired and you like to come for a few months at a time? If you make proper use out of your vacation home, and I mean proper use where your family's using it at least a month out of the year, if not 2 or 3, then great, maybe you can weather this storm through. But if you're like a lot of homeowners, the novelty of going to Florida kind of wears off after a while, doesn't it? And the kids don't want to go, the grandkids don't want to go. Oh, we've been there, we've been to see Mickey Mouse. And even the parks are having issues getting people in with their social distancing. And the restaurants, some of them are open, some of them are still closed. The social distancing that's going on in restaurants is a bit strange too. And the beaches, going to the beach, man, you got to stay away from people. Not very many countries are allowing flights to go into the USA. For instance, I typically fly Virgin from Manchester to Orlando, and I do that a couple of times a year. And it's scheduled so that I can always change my dates to suit me. And there's no flights. Virgin's not allowed to fly into the States at the moment. Nobody is. In Europe, we're not accepting passengers from the United States because of the coronavirus, because there's so much of it out there. So, when is it going to stop? Well, how long is a piece of string? People keep talking about coming up with different drugs that may help and lessen the severity. Talking about vaccines, both in Oxford and Cambridge, and some in the USA and some in other countries too. But until that is proven, this thing could be around for another couple of years, people. I still think you're going to lose all your summer, you're going to lose all your winter, and probably your season next year too. So think about this. If you've not got another 12 months money behind you to support your home in Florida, it's time to give this serious thought. Do you want to sell it? Is it time to sell? If it is time to sell it, we offer competitive sales programs and we speak your language. I'm from the UK originally, as I'm sure you can tell. I've been a broker in Central Florida since 1995 and a salesperson since 1991. And I've always done investment home sales. So my team of realtors know all about investment home sales. And most of these investment homes, if they're more than 6 or 7 years old, end up getting sold to local owners at the moment. Local owners are buying, local people are buying homes because the market is it's good right now. It's not as active as it normally would be, and it is a little bit of what we call a buyer's market because there's plenty of homes for sale. But if something is priced right, it will attract the right buyer within 30 to 45 days, and you could be out of your home in Florida in 2 months. Done, dusted, finished. No more drain on your resources. And that's something to consider too. The other thing to consider is what was the exchange rate when you bought the home? Because the exchange rate today goes around 120 or 79 cents to the dollar to 83 cents to the dollar to 74 cents to the dollar. It's all in the 70s. So if you bought when you were having to give 60p for a pound, 60p for a dollar, and now for that same dollar you're going to get 70p. You know, sometimes what you lose on the swings you gain on the roundabouts. So the exchange rate can work in your favor, even if you might have to physically sell a dollar amount that technically means, well, you know, we paid about that for it, but you could be playing the exchange rate game and making out the exchange rate. So talk to me about that. Maybe I can help you with that. Maybe we can do the figures, figure out when you bought, what was your exchange rate then. You're going to sell, what's the typical exchange rate now? Because sometimes that's a way to get somebody out of a vacation rental property that doesn't have tons of equity in it. Because there are selling costs. There are a lot more selling costs to a home in Florida than what there are in the UK. We have documentary stamps on the deed, documentary stamps on the mortgage. That's kind of like stamp duty in the UK. Those have to be paid. We have conveyancing costs, but where in the UK we tend to use solicitors, in Florida we use title companies. So that keeps the conveyancing cost as reasonable as possible. And we can help you with all of that. In Florida, when somebody puts an offer in for a home, they sign a contract there and then that contract is legally binding on both parties. But there's usually what we call a get out of jail clauses in them, which means that the contract, you will buy the house, the buyer will buy subject to being able to get a mortgage. The buyer will buy the home subject to it appraising, which means valuation. The value of the home has to be what the asking price is, or it has to appraise at, you know, the asking price, or the mortgage company, the sales price. So the mortgage company will actually give a loan on that. Now, the people that do the mortgage appraisals in Florida, they have to do a 4-year college course. So they're experts at what they do. So if you want $300,000 for your home, and the recent sales dictate, when the appraiser does his job, that your home is only worth $275, then that's all that your home is technically worth in today's fair market. Because when you're looking at mortgages, they look at fair market value. They don't look at an emotional value. This might be a wonderful place that you and your family have enjoyed, and you might have bought it because of the views. You might have bought it because you like the people in the neighbourhood. You just love the layout, you love the room plan, you love the pool area, you love everything about it. But at the end of the day, somebody can only get a mortgage based on what an appraiser and a mortgage company think that that home is worth, okay? And they have to have facts and figures to back that up, because they just can't pull the numbers out of the head. So what they tend to do is they tend to look at 6 sales that have sold within the last 6 months within the neighbourhood. That means within half a mile of your home, they look at the most 6 recent sales of a similar square footage and amenities. So, you know, if your home has a pool, they're going to look at the last 6 sales with homes with pools. If your home's 4 bedrooms, they're going to be looking at the 4-bedroom sales. If your home is 5-bedroom, they'll be looking at the 5-bedroom sales. 6-bedroom sales, and so on. And if you're not sure about what your home should be worth, give us a call, send us an email. We can pull up the public records and we can show you what homes should sell for in an arm's length transaction. So we're just not going to put your address in Zillow and come up with a number out of midair. We're going to do a proper valuation of your home for you. As realtors, we are allowed to do fair market valuations. And it is an opinion of value. It's our opinion. But being realtors since the 1990s, I think we've probably got a good fair idea of what things should actually sell for, don't you? Right, so that's about sales. So if you need help with sales, give us a holler. We've got offices in the UK and we have offices in Florida too. Now, if you don't want to sell your home, you want to keep it as a long-term investment. Maybe you've got plans to retire in it. Maybe at some point in the future, you might want to move to Florida, but your kids don't want to use it anymore as a vacation home. So what do you do for it in the time being? Do you keep having it drain your resources as a vacation rental? No. Let us turn it into a long-term rental home for you. With long-term rental homes, you're not paying the electricity, the water, the cable bill, the phone bill. You're not paying all those things. Those things become the responsibility of tenants. And tenants, they sign yearly leases and a year at a time, and they're responsible for all the utilities. You're still the homeowner. You get to approve whether you want these particular tenants or not. And what we do is we show your home to a variety of people that we feel are qualified. So we pre-qualify them before we show them your home. And if they like your home and they want to put in an official application, then we look at things like we look at their background, we look at their credit history, are they paying their bills on time, um, did they have a blimp on their credit? Sometimes people have got a blimp on their credit. Maybe, I don't know, 2006, 2007 when the bubble burst, maybe they lost a home into foreclosure. It happens. Those types of people don't always want to buy again. They would rather rent because they don't want to have that happen to them again. So they'd rather rent. And those make perfect tenants because those people stay with us for years and years and years and years. And they look after your home as if it were their own home. Sure, you're going to be responsible if something breaks. If the AC breaks, if an appliance breaks, yeah, you're going to have to get it fixed. But these are people that are going to be taking care of things as well. These are people that are going to be interested in how nice that their home looks. Because for all intents and purposes, when another family just like yours moves into it, they're going to consider it to be their home. So they're going to treat that home with respect, and they're going to want to enjoy and live in that home for years to come. We do inspections, and at the moment with the pandemic, we're doing virtual inspections. So we're getting them to fill out questionnaires, and we're doing a video chat with them, and we're walking through the house with them, and we're just checking things off to see how everything looks and to make sure that things are good. We're still going in to do repairs when we have to, but we're keeping our interactions and our physical contact with tenants at a minimum during the pandemic. And but we're still attending to things. So if you're interested in a long-term rental and wanting to know what your home could rent for, give us a holler. You'll probably be glad you did. So that's all I have for you today. And as usual, my name's Anne-Marie McCormack, and you can talk to me or any of our team. We all work as a team, and we're here to answer your questions and help you. So have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.